I need it clean now.
Good, Lindsey HITP Music. We're back with our first interview of 2015. I'm here with my dog, Karlton Marz. It's been long overdue. How you been?
What's up, man? I'm blessed, man. I'm happy to be here, man. Appreciate the love, man.
No doubt, man. So we're here because you dropped a great project, Pursuit of Forever, which has been it's been in the works for a while. You know, I've talked to you throughout the process, and you finally put it out. Let's just talk about the whole project. Just first of all, what the name's powerful. Just break down the actual mixtape name.
So the Pursuit of Forever, like in my opinion, like you know, a lot of people want to be rich forever. They want to you know, be wealthy forever, be happy forever. In my opinion, like if it's short term, it's not worth it. I need something that can last forever. So in my opinion, everybody's fighting for that forever moment. So the Pursuit of Forever just seemed fitting for, you know, what I'm trying to do in my life in general. So it just worked out.
So along with the title, you have artwork that's also powerful.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll throw that up on the screen so folks out there can see it. But just talk about the artwork and who created it and why you chose to go that route artistically.
So for the artwork, like I'm a big, I'm really heavy strong on presentation. Like all my cover arts, I like to make sure I get the best possible work. So I had a lot of people that I could have ran to get the artwork, but I chose my man Larrell Webb. He's out of Boston, clothing line. He's dope graphic designer. He's amazing. So I said, bro, you know, I want to create something original from scratch. So one day I woke up in the morning and I had this image in my head and I exactly wrote it down how I seen it. So on the cover art you'll see the gun, the Bible, the fire, and the writing composition notebook. So it's just pretty much meaning, you know, I was raised in the church. So, you know, I have backgrounds in the church. So that's the Bible. The gun is the environment. Growing up in Dorchester, it'd be crazy sometimes. You know how that is.
Deathchester.
Exactly. The writing composition represents, you know, just me writing down as a poet, as a musician. And the flame is like the consequences of your actions if you don't, you know, do something in a positive direction, whether it be jail, death, sickness, whatever it is. So it's just like, you know, just all variables who Karlton Marz is. So yeah, we just try to make it like a little story.
Yeah. So I mean, so the artwork, like of course it stands for the project, and I think your story is interesting because from the music I listen to and just guys in Boston, a lot of people's story is like they went the wrong route from the beginning,
yeah,
and then they made, you know, they made the right decision at the end. From you, at least from what I get, it seems like you watched everyone else go that way,
yeah,
and you say you went to church and you kind of stayed on that path,
yeah,
and like, you know, and so it's an interesting route the way you go with the mixtape. Talk about some of the your favorite tracks of the project and just break down kind of why you decided to really focus on like this one topic of like pretty much what I said, like kind of being like the eyes of the hood.
Exactly. It's just like you said, like, you know, to add on to that point, like a lot of my friends is like reminders and you know, stories of if you live that certain lifestyle, what could possibly happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it just, like I said, it give me a cautionary tales that I watch. But some of my favorite joints on the project, one of my favorite songs is called Angel Wings. And I remember I played this for you a while, like, exactly. This was it's one of those songs where I heard the beat, and automatically it told me what to write about. But it's like the story of like coming from where I'm from, and you know, like there's a line in there like, you know, you seen you know, blood on the concrete and flowers on the street, and you know, it wasn't for no wedding. You know what I mean? Like just details of the environment that, you know, that I come from. That, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you might see flowers and you might see blood right next to it with the candles lit. Like that's the environment. Like, you know what I mean? So Angel Wings, you know, definitely one of my favorites. And Sunset Boulevard is definitely dope because the beat is something different than I would normally aim to, and that as far as like the cadence and, you know, just the rhythm behind it. But I feel good about the project.
Yeah, for real. So you mentioned that you have Latrell on that particular joint.
Yeah, shout out to Latrell James.
You have International Show on another joint, and then you got Phil Ade, which is
Phil Ade,
you know, a solid name in hip hop. That joint, Better Days.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's kind of like it's not even a breakout joint because I think, you know, you have strong cuts by yourself, but that's one regardless of the feature or not. I think I really like that joint. And just talk about the mind frame of that joint, the vision for that particular track.
Well, it's produced by Kelly Portis, dope producer. I heard the beat, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, it definitely personifies Karlton Marz. Like, this is my sound, perfect.
Yeah.
This is it. So then I was thinking, like, man, who can I get on this? And then, like, I've been a fan of Phil Day for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, a lot of people might not know him, a lot of people do know him, but, you know, he's definitely dope. So, you know, my management reached out to his peoples, and, you know, we just made it happen. So it just worked out beautifully. The song is dope. He killed the verse. He killed it.
Yeah, that's a good look. So definitely gotta check that out if you haven't. So you got this project.
Mm-hmm.
What do you plan to really do with it? I mean, you got some shows coming up. What's your step after this project to get to the next level?
See, a lot of people gotta understand, like, what's the purpose of an EP. I think a lot of people are just resorting for EPs because, you know, maybe they don't want to put out the full length. They want to chop it up in segments. It's been like 3 or 4 years since I released my first project. I was just a kid back then. So we just wanted to reintroduce the brand, you know, get my name back out to the people and to the blogs and to the, you know, the music world. So the EP was just a taste of, you know, what's to come. You know, we left a lot of tracks off that I felt needed to be on a bigger platform as far as the process go for the tape, the full length. So we just gonna push this for a while, build a fan base, and, you know, just build anticipation up for the full length tape. I kind of already got the title in my head. I ain't gonna announce it yet. It's a work in progress, but I'm definitely trying to take it to the next level.
Real.
Easily.
I mean, it's been great to see your growth from the first time that I think I caught you performing a couple of years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Since then we built a relationship, and you know, lyrics, you picked it up. Like
Yeah.
I've always said before the project even came out, you picked it up. And the blogs are reacting to it well. You know, people on Twitter and in the streets, really. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Before this interview, we had a couple of conversations.
Yeah.
We talked about, you know, relationships with blogs and, you know, different type of things like that. Just talk about kind of, you know, everyone says they hate blogs and lists and those type of opinionated platforms.
Yeah.
What do your view on that type of stuff? Because you're vocal on Twitter.
Yeah. I like to be honest, and I like to be, you know, outspoken. That's just who I am personally. So I'm never gonna change that. Like, my thing about the blogs is, you know, sometimes I do feel like if everybody's posting the same thing, then who's standing out?
Yeah.
Somebody has to have their ear to the streets. Blogs are almost like A&Rs now. They're doing the A&R jobs.
Yeah.
Because the A&Rs are going to check out the blogs and who's hot.
For real.
So whether a guy has 1,000 views or 1,000,000 views, the person with 1,000 views is probably missing that one big push that's, you know, he could be worthy of 1,000,000. So sometimes I feel like the blogs, you know, it's not their job, but I feel like, you know, somebody's going to have to be in charge of breaking the artists that maybe somebody overlooked.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, you can never take nothing personal with the industry. Like, if they don't post your music, then just, you know, just move on and work hard, and one day they will post it.
Exactly, bro.
Don't take it personal.
Everything's about timing, and you know, it makes sense, you know. And just like me and you, I'm always down to support you.
Yeah.
And people just kind of need to take that mind frame.
Yeah.
So lists, we do lists, and I had, since, you know, putting out numerous lists, I've had to get life insurance.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. But you know, we've done lists where you've been included on it, some lists where you haven't.
Yeah.
And like you said, you don't take it personally.
Nah.
The other day you tweeted about the XXL Boston.
Yeah.
New Boston. I forget
that
the
list, yeah.
exact title, but most folks are familiar with it. And you said that it motivated you, and then there was a couple people that said, like, you shouldn't let lists motivate you.
Yeah.
But you're one of the few. Like, I mean, you're one of the few that admits.
Honest, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just explain that a little more, because everyone's saying that they don't care about this list, and it's usually people that didn't make it.
Exactly, yeah, they're a little bitter. When that list came out, at that particular moment, I definitely wasn't focused where I should have been, period. Like, there's no debating that. I'd be the first one to tell you I wasn't where I was at. So, you know, it definitely woke me up. It's like, wow, like, you know, I feel like I got the talent, I got the production, I got, you know, the brand and this possibility to be, you know, big.
Yeah.
Why didn't I make it? So it just definitely was a wake-up call to step it up, because nothing's promised. Like, we only getting older, period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be 35 hoping to make lists, you know what I mean? So the time is now, so we really want to make sure that, you know, we take strides, you know, to make it, you know, better music, better production, you know, just a better artist in general. So, you know, the list definitely motivated me. Hopefully, if they ever do another Boston list, I'm on it. If not, we're gonna keep working.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, me just playing football back in the day and kind of like a list. I look at that as kind of making like an all-star team. Depending on different publications, you'll make it. You might be like all-star. You might be preseason all-star, preseason all-American, and it doesn't necessarily. People that make those get those accolades, it motivates you, but it doesn't define your career.
Exactly.
We've seen that, like,
you can't let it make it break you. Yeah.
And like the NBA, they have all the all NBA teams before season, and a lot of those dudes don't even end up making those lists. Like, it's just, I mean, it's just all opinionated. Similar to that topic, a lot of conversation about the pay to play. Everyone's familiar with Leeds.
Okay. Shout out Leeds, man. He's been showing me love since day one.
Yeah, a lot of people. He's giving a lot of people their first shows.
Yeah.
A lot of people have an issue with it. I look at it as a business, so I look at everything from both sides.
Exactly.
What are your feelings with it? Because you've done a lot of shows with Leeds.
Yeah. Some of my biggest shows have been at Middle East. Like, Leeds provides a platform for up and coming artists to get on some of these shows with bigger name artists. You know what I mean? Obviously, there's some finances that's involved with that. And, in my opinion, it's just a business. Everything you're going to do is an investment. If you believe in your brand 100%, then you're never going to have a problem with spending money on your brand. You know what I mean? Whether it's studio time or, videos or whatever, But, I think Leeds, in my opinion, I don't really have a problem with pay to play. Like, just pick and choose, what you pay and play for. Make sure it makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to see Gucci Man open up for J. Cole. Like, this just wouldn't make any sense. You know what I mean? The fan base just won't cross correctly. So, I always make sure whatever shows I do, it makes sense for me and my brand. So, you know what I mean? But, I would, hopefully, we get to that point where, people are calling us to do shows. So that's what we're working towards.
It's all a process. It's a platform. You use those type of shows to really elevate your brand. And, now you're getting some feature shows and headline shows, and you have the release party. So you're doing your job. Else before we wrap it up?
KarltonMarz.com. Karlton with a K, Marz with a Z. Everything that I'm gonna do is gonna be on there. So look out for the new videos. We got videos on the way. They will be on KarltonMarz.com first. Everything, shirts, contact information, pictures, show information. Everything is gonna be on KarltonMarz.com. Follow me on Twitter. Karlton Marz. Everything is Karlton with a K, Marz with a Z.
All
easy.
that in the description. We got you.
I'm just, I'm blessed. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate
I'm proud.
Yeah.
I'm proud. I'm happy for you.
Yes,
I love watching the progression from day one I met you to now. So wish you the best of luck, and hey, hopefully a year or so from now, when you got something bigger going on, we'll wrap it up again.
Of course. And I'm always, I feel like, some artists, they get too big to show the hometown love. Like, you see Meek still doing interviews in hip hop since 1987. So, I definitely want to be one of those artists that no matter where I go, show love to the city.
Exactly. You grow with whatever. You just grow with the people. Like,
exactly.
You're doing bigger things, I'm doing bigger things.
Exactly.
And we just keep going to the top. Lindsey Gamble here, Karlton Marz, HITP Music, and of course, we're always at Mass Apparel.
Watch me rise with these bars I handcrafted.